Hi everyone, welcome or maybe welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I thought that it'd be fun to do a little DIY craft thing, I guess. I got this pop socket right here from like a company. I don't know if you've ever been to like a club fair or some kind of company thing and they hand out like their pop sockets with their little logo or whatever on it. So I got one of those. I've painted it completely white. I did this last night, so I had like plenty of time to dry. And I am going to DIY it. Sorry, I had to get my paints. I want to make it like Taylor Swift's Lover album cover. I'll insert a photo in here because Taylor Swift's like one of my favorite artists, and I like the vibe of the album, I guess, and the album cover. So I'm going to paint it like, I dropped it, on the album cover, like right about here, there's blue, and then there's yellow here, and then there's like pink clouds everywhere, and then it says the word lover on it. So I'm just going to paint that. I have my little palette here today. I just have a lot of blue here because I very recently painted this canvas blue. I'm going to start a new painting on there. But I thought that this would be a fun little craft. It shouldn't take me longer than like half an hour. So if you all want to follow along on this little journey of painting, I have this blue color here, which is pretty similar to the color on the album cover, but I'm actually going to add a little bit of dark blue into it. And I need very little paint because this is so small. So I'm mixing, this is the brand, it's Apple Barrel. I got it at Joann's. I put about that much light blue. I'm gonna add like a drop of dark blue. All right, it looks like this little Halloween eyeball here. And just for reference, if you like really want to follow, this light blue, the shade is Caribbean blue, and then this dark blue, the shade is just bright blue. I'm going to mix these together. Okay, so this is what the color looks like. Honestly, I've seen the album cover so many times, but I don't have a exact idea of the color match in my head. So I'm gonna look up a reference right now. It does look a bit darker still. So I'm going to add some more dark blue in here. Try to get that color really good. Oh yeah, this is perfect. So this is what the blue looks like. I think that I'm going to paint the entire base blue and then put like a little bit of yellow over here. So I'll start with that. I'm just gonna hold this up for you and do it. This blue is not exactly what it looks like, but it's close enough. Looks like that. And I'm probably just gonna put maybe one coat down, maybe two. While this dries down a little bit, I'm going to mix a yellow color. So this is the yellow that I have already. The shade is bright yellow. And then I have a huge bottle of white. So I'm just gonna put mostly white and like a little bit of yellow because the yellow is really light. I think I put too much white. I feel like this blue is almost too dark. But it'll be okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I didn't show. This is what my paint looks like right now. Kind of like a little egg yolk. I'm going to mix it. See what happens here. It's definitely light. Also, I have these normal paint brushes. I do have sponge brushes that I might use later. I haven't decided yet. But I will be adding more yellow right now. And again, this part doesn't have to be anywhere near perfect because we'll be painting clouds over top of it anyways in pink. So I'm not worried about this, I just want to get some base colors down, not just white, you know? All right. So, again, not perfect, but close enough. I'll just put some on the brush so you can see. This is like the color that it looks like on the brush. And I'm going to paint it in where this white is right now, just like this. I feel like I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So that's what it looks like. Honestly, this dries so fast. I think it's a mix of a thin layer of paint along with, I have my fan on, that might make it dry fast. The blue's pretty dry already. The yellow's drying. Yeah. So I'm just gonna wait for this to dry some more, and then I will be adding the pink clouds on top. And I can see, I don't think it picks up on camera, but underneath the blue, I can still see like streaks of white along with a little bit of what was originally there. Like I said, this was one of those pop sockets you get from like companies at like a club fair, and I just painted over it in white so you couldn't see, because nothing against the company, I just don't like, I don't know. It's an insurance company, so, and I don't work for them, so I wouldn't really want a pop socket of it. But I do want one of this. So that's what we'll be doing today. I'm going over this blue again one more time. It looks like this, and I keep getting these little like, you can kind of see it right here, drops, and I've been wiping them off because I don't want them on later. Yeah. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm going to let it dry down. I have a little more blue. I don't know, maybe like a Q&A while we let this dry. My favorite song on the album is London Boy. And I love Taylor Swift. I've been a fan of her since I was a little kid. Not that little, probably like 11. But I really love all of her songs, from her country phase to like her pop phase, even now. I thought Folklore was great. I just felt like it should have come out in fall, not during summer. Hi, I'm back. I got interrupted with a phone call. I was just going to say that I really like the Folklore album. I just felt like it should have come out during the fall because it's more like, it just has fall vibes, you know? Like I can't believe I said that, but it's just the songs are slower and they're like more on the sad side. It's not really like a pop fun summer song, you know? So I just felt like it should have come out during the fall, but I'm enjoying it now, you know? Even though I think I mentioned this before, but I live in California and it's literally, I think it's 97 degrees outside right now, but the weather's just ridiculous here. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go and I'll be back when it dries. Bye. All right, I'm back. This has once again dried. So I'm just going to take some yellow, and honestly, I'm gonna get like the least amount that I can possibly get on the brush. Sorry, I just like froze for a second. Because I want to make this like as light as possible. So I did a pretty good job wiping this off. I'm just going to go in really fine with this yellow, just a little bit, and just add a little bit of dimension to this. So back in the corner where the yellow starts, like that, and then just up top a bit, right here, like that, and then I'll probably come in like diagonally a little bit. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just going to do it like that. All right, and then honestly, because I just did such a thin layer, I'm gonna actually go back in again with the pink right now. Same thing, wipe it as much as I can. This is the same pink color I had been using before, like for this first pink base. So once again, pretty wiped. And I'm just gonna actually go on top of these clouds just a little bit and add to it. And my brush got really dry because I forgot to put a cap on it. All right, and if I'm being honest, this is not looking exactly how I wanted it to yet, but I'm still not gonna give up and I'm not done, you know? So it's looking like this. I'm actually gonna add just a tiny bit more pink, just a little bit. All right, so this is what it's looking like right now. And I do like this blue up here, but I feel like it's a little bit harsh, like the transition. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm kind of tapping in some extra pink, just a little bit, onto this blue. And then I'm gonna mix some more blue and just take like a line of it down in here a little bit so that I can, you know, like add to it. So I'm gonna leave this right here to dry while I mix more blue. And I think I'm gonna go even lighter this time. I don't know if I'm like too crazy about the blue from last time. I thought that it was a little bit dark. It just doesn't fit the pastel theme. You know what I mean? So, let me find my blue. Oh yeah, we got it out. This is the blue. The color is just bright blue. And I'm just gonna put like a dot of it in there because I'm gonna switch up that blue color. I wanna go for more of a pastel. I'm not gonna show the mixing this time because I have a bunch of paintbrushes sitting on the palette, but I will show you the final product. All right, perfect. This is much more what I was going for. Looks like that. It's super light now. So again, I'm gonna wipe this off. I think that my mistake the very first time I had put those clouds on was I didn't wipe the brush off enough. So I'm just gonna kind of cover this original blue pretty good. And then I'm gonna wipe the brush again. So it's just barely anything on here, and I'm gonna take it down in the middle of this. So taking it down like that, I'll add just a tad bit more this way. And like I had mentioned before, I did this paint so thin right now that it's drying almost instantly, and it's kind of nice if it like blends together a bit. So I'm just going to continue doing that with the blending. Okay, so we're looking like this right now. I'm going to go back in with a little bit of yellow and pink right here. Just a little tapping like that. And I know that this looks kind of a mess right now, but once this is dry, and then I add like the word lover, and then I'm gonna Mod Podge it over so it's shiny, it should look a lot better. So I just added some yellow. Gonna go back in again with some more pink, just maybe through that blue a little bit. All right, that looks good to me. Now I'm gonna add a dark pink color. Okay, so I'm gonna mix that with a little bit of red, some white, and I'm gonna take some of that pink that I had originally used. So when I say a little bit of red, I mean like a drop of red. I used the smallest drop I possibly could. Now I'm gonna get some white. Just a little bit of white also. I'm gonna mix this, see where we're at, and then maybe add some pink. Okay, honestly, it ended up almost the same as the last one. So I'm gonna take this dark pink I had again, pink polish, add some of that in. All right, so this is definitely just a slightly darker shade. I'm gonna add another drop of red. Oh yeah, this is what I want. So it looks like this. I'm just gonna take this and add it on top of the pink only. I'm gonna do my best to keep it on the pink. All right, so this is looking almost the same, but it's just a little bit darker. And I'm just gonna keep blotting this in here. Again, just a little bit more. Now I'm gonna mix a lighter shade of pink by adding some white and then a little bit of that other pink, the original pink I had mixed. And I'm just making a little bit of paint because I don't need a ton. Like, this is so small that I have more paint than I could ever fit on that. So I'm just taking some of the pink I'd already mixed and mixing it in with some white to get a much lighter shade. And now I'm going to come in with that lighter shade of pink. Just a little bit. This almost looks white, but I'm just gonna blot it on. And then I'll go over it once again with some darker shades of pink. I'm just really trying to get dimension in these. Okay, darker pink. This is my medium shade that I'm coming back in with right now. And I like that you can see just a little bit of that pink, or sorry, of the yellow and the blue popping through. All right, the medium shade. Now some of the dark shade again, just to add in there. All right, and now I know that these don't look like clouds really perfectly or anything, but I think I'm actually going to call it here, take a break, do some more. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of blue. Take that back. Add a little more blue right down the middle here. I'm just gonna start it and blend it out. All right, now back at it with those pinks. Just a tiny bit. I just wanted to add some more shape. Some dark pink and a little bit of light. Okay, I'm gonna take a break, let this dry, and I'll be back soon. Bye. Hi, I know that I'm in a totally different outfit than what I started in, but I just wanted to say that, like, I've been trying so hard to film this video, to finish this pop socket for like 2 weeks now. I've been working on this one video, right? But I've just been, like, it's so hard for me to stay focused on it because I feel like I want to sit down and film and then stop filming and edit, you know? But this, I have to wait for it to dry. So I like work on it, but then it's like, oh, I have to wait 2 minutes. So while I'm sitting here, I'll either A, go on my phone and get distracted for the next 2 hours, or B, start doing something else and get distracted for the next 2 hours, and then it's dark and I can't finish filming. So this is where I'm at right now with my pop socket. You know, honestly, like, I thought that it was looking really bad for a while there. And now that I've been like sitting with this for 2 weeks, I've been feeling like it's looking a lot better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it. All I wanna do is, like, right here, down here, it's really light. Like, you can see a lot of blue coming through. So I just wanna add a little, like, depth to that, and then I'll be done. And then I'm gonna put the word lover on it, and then I'll be done. But I just wanted to say, like, if you need time to do things, and, like, don't worry, it doesn't happen all at once. Like, it takes time. A lot of things take time, and it's really hard to finish things, especially if it's something for fun. Like, it's hard for me to bring myself to finish this, and I want to sit here, like, I get the urge to sit here and just paint this without filming it, but I just, like, I can't. Like, I want to film it and I want to finish the video because I don't want to have another started video that I never finished. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get the paints out. It's gonna make noise, that's why I'm pausing. So I'm just gonna take this paint, this one, squirt it in the thing, and it's got a lot of, like, I don't know how to explain, like, the color, it's not quite the pink that I want. It's kind of got, like, purple undertones. So I'm just gonna add a dot of white and then a dot of red to try to cancel out that purpley-ness. I just spilled on my desk. Stuff like this. Look at this. Can you see it? Oh, yep, there you go. Stuff like that is what causes me to stop filming. I'm just gonna wipe it right now. Hopefully this doesn't stain. I don't think it will. Oh yeah, we're fine. Fine. Anyway, so I need a paintbrush. So I picked out this very small paintbrush. You know, I always thought it was ridiculous when people go like this, but I've learned that it's because it doesn't focus if you don't. All right, this adding the red was perfect. I don't know if adding white did anything other than just make a little more paint, but red it canceled out that, like, purpleness it had. I'm just gonna take this down here and I'm just gonna blot it. I think I'm gonna take white and, like, a drop of that and mix it up and then put it on top. But yeah, so I'm just mixing up some pink now. So this pink is very light that I just mixed. It's looking like that. And I'm gonna try to wipe off as much as possible from the brush and just come in here. So I have this now, and I'm just gonna literally put this on top and try to mix them on here. I'm just trying to add some depth into this. Honestly, I don't think it looks too bad. I'm now gonna take some more of this pink, put it over here. Now this might be ugly, but it's fine. I did my best. So here I go, adding more clouds or attempting to. I'm not really sure what to talk about right now. It got really cold in California. It's not that cold. It's like in the 60s, low 60s every day. But 2 weeks ago, it was in like the high 90s every day. So it feels really cold. I'm not used to this yet. But I'm actually getting a lot better. All right, honestly, I like how that looks. So I'm gonna let this dry, and I'm going to mix some paint to write or attempt to write the word lover across here. So I'm just gonna pull up a reference picture. Okay, so it looks to be in like this dark shade that's kind of like, I don't even really know how to explain it. Like red, almost purple. I really don't know. So I'm gonna mix paints and just hope for the best. I think I'm gonna mix red, pink, and blue. And maybe some white. And I'm gonna mix this light pink. And I honestly have no idea what brush I'm gonna try to write this with, because I know I need to do it small, and I kind of know that I have one shot at it, because once I paint on top of the clouds, like if I ruin the clouds, I'm gonna ruin the whole thing. So that's a little stressful. Okay. I don't want to use this brush. I think this brush is perfect. It's thin and it's obviously a little stiff. So I'll be using this. I'm going to mix my paint and hope for the best here. I might have just made brown, and I think I did make brown. Kind of like a purple brown. No, I made like a purple. It looks like this. I don't think you can see that. I'm gonna mix it with my paint, see what happens. The color is like, I don't know how I would explain it, maybe like a magenta. And I don't even need to explain it, I just need to make it, but I don't know how to make it. Oh, this was a bad idea. Okay, update. I'm just gonna add red and pink and purple together. No blue, but I don't even have purple. Just gonna mix more red into my pink. I really just think it has this purple glow, so I am still gonna add a drop of blue, just a small drop. Yeah, I know this is really entertaining to watch me mix them when you can't see it, but I don't really know what to do. Oh, this is working. This color looks pretty good. Maybe not so purpley. That's what I need, like less purple. But you know, I think it's pretty close. So this is the color I've created. I mean, it's not perfect to what the album cover looks like, but it's pretty good. And the other thing too about the album cover is the fact that the letters, like lover, are glittered, and I don't have the glitter to do that. So I'm just gonna actually practice here. I don't know how I'm gonna make it small enough. I'm practicing on my canvas. You probably won't be able to see this. You know, I wonder if I could just do it with a marker or like with a pencil and then trace it. I'm gonna draw it on with the pencil and trace it over with the paint. It's pretty dry. I think I'm gonna draw it across like this. Oops. Okay, I sketched it on there. I really don't think you can see it on the camera. But now I'm gonna try, maybe I should trace it with my pencil. Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. I'm just gonna use the pencil and go over it instead of using a brush. I know this might be a really bad idea, but I don't feel like I can get the accuracy I wanted with just a brush. Whereas this is working well. Yeah. So I'm gonna talk right now just to fill in the blank space because I don't want to put copyrighted music in, but I'll probably time lapse my focus here. But yeah, school's going well if anyone cares. I'm actually doing a lot better in my classes. No longer procrastinating, other than the fact that I'm filming right now. My life's going good. I hope yours is going good. This letter drawing's not going so good, but otherwise it's good. Just, I don't like how my owl looks. But I guess it is what it is at this point. And also, drawing with the pencil, brilliant idea. This is what it's looking like. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm going to paint over this with Mod Podge so that it doesn't fade and it'll stay shiny. But I'll probably wait until this is fully dried, especially because I don't want to smear the letters. Okay, so it looks like that. I'm just going to go through and touch it up a little bit because I feel like some of the lines are thinner than others and some of the lines are a little shaky. So I'm just going to touch it up here. My issue is I don't like how the L looks, and that's the most important part. But otherwise I think it's okay. And I'm actually going to add, I kind of want to put a little heart right here, like that, just for fun, even though it's not actually on the album cover. But I'm going to do it to add my own little touch. Just a small heart. Looks like that. Pretty cool, I know. Yeah. So this is what my pencil looks like. I think I ruined it. I'm just gonna try to wipe it. Oh no, you know, it's actually okay. Oh, it still works. Yeah. So I'll Mod Podge over this. I'll probably time lapse it because I don't think you care to see me paint clear over this. But yeah, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have anything you suggest, let me know down below. So anyways, thank you for watching. Bye!